Hello, everybody. It is the Morning Metro, February 2nd, 2019. We, of course, are your hosts, Gert21 and Gertron. Where's the sound effects? That's the crowd applause. That's what I wanted. Well,
oh my
there's crowd applause, but for some reason, the crowd applause effect is really, really quiet. I'm not really sure why. I've been meaning to fix that. But, yeah, we're here. It is a new year. It is a new season. We're in Season 6, Episode 1, which is quite impressive, honestly. The fact we've been going on for this long.
Yep.
But of course, we're going to have another packed season of political news, game news, entertainment, and everything that you love. And nothing has changed. How are you this morning, Gertron?
I am doing great. It's a great day. Great day. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's a little cold. There's still snow on the ground, which I'm super happy about because honestly, I feel like I don't get to see snow that often. But yeah, and we got some people in the chat. I'd like to say good morning to Ebart. How are you? Yeah, so I'm gonna just kill the intro for now. But yeah, I'm here. I have my coffee and got lots of articles to go over and stuff. And I think that we should just go ahead and jump right into it. So Gertron, please go ahead and talk about our first article if you would, and take it away.
Well, as we know, it started in California where they banned plastic straws, and now it's in DC. Washington, DC has now banned plastic straws, or they're giving a grace period until July, in which at that time they'll start finding people $800 for plastic straws usage.
Why? What's the excuse?
Okay. The excuse here is environmental. They're like, there's so much plastic in the ocean and we're causing all this pollution, and plastic straws add to this. But in reality, about 90% of plastic waste comes from India and over there near them. We barely add anything to it. So they're telling us to give up our plastic straws to move to biodegradable straws, and straws that basically, after you put them in your drink, after about 30 minutes or so, become soggy and taste disgusting. So I'm a person, I use straws, so I will probably end up stockpiling straws.
Yeah, I think we need to start stockpiling a lot of things: paper plates, straws, plastic bags. Those are things you hold dear.
It's crazy. They're like, are you kidding me? And they're going to be charging $800?
I think this is rather appropriate sound effect.
Yeah.
Continue.
Now, the whole effort was galvanized by a viral video of a sea turtle with a straw stuck in its nostril, which I did watch that. And if you can pull that link up, it's in the article, actually.
Let me go ahead and go over to our notes really fast.
I didn't put it in the notes.
It's not in the notes. No, it's not.
It's in the actual article itself.
Let me scroll through this.
No. It's at the top.
At the top.
Let me just. You know what? Here.
Are we past?
It's not going to work either.
We're passing links during the show. It wouldn't be a TMM episode if we didn't have moments like this. I know that season 6 has officially started.
There.
Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and copy this mode. If Discord lets me copy this. There we are.
And graphic content. Viewer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oof.
Oh man.
Oof. Ouch. Oof. Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. We're not gonna watch the whole thing.
Well, at least he can breathe a little more clearly.
Oh my god.
And at least he didn't have to. I mean, at least he didn't have to take any sinus medicine, because it kind of
boy,
that irrigation is really great. Sorry, I know that's really mean. I'm sorry.
But it's crazy how this is going on.
I'm glad I didn't eat anything gross this morning. I didn't need to see that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So now the funny thing is, I want to say here is that I have some friends who do live in California, and they told me that the ban with the straws wasn't a thing. Like, again, they live in California. I don't know which. Now, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was a certain part of. I don't know if it's certain parts of California, or what the deal was. But they were like, "No, we still have plastic straws." And I'm like, "That's not what I heard." Unless it was
not what I heard either. Unless it's one of those things. Like in this case, they're giving them until July to actually follow through with it. So maybe the places they were going to were told, hey, you have until such and such date to get your act together.
Probably.
But like there's paper-made straws. Okay. And there were bamboo straws.
Paper-made straws sounds so gross.
And the DC Department of Energy and Environment advises businesses to keep a small stock of plastic straws for customers with disabilities who need them, or turning the rest to a supplier or sending them to businesses.
Yeah, because that's the other thing too, because like there are people that need, you know, that need
straws.
That need straws. Like disabled people, handicapped people.
Well, yeah.
You know, like I mean, you can't just outright ban something that is literally almost as American as American cheese. I mean, like, what are you gonna ban American cheese because it's, you know, it hurts the cows to milk them to, I mean, like, this is just like, but this is like where this stuff is going, you know, like it's getting ridiculous after a while, and it's like, okay.
Yep. Now, my reasoning for why I always use straws, specifically when it comes to cold drinks that have ice in it, is because I have sensitive teeth.
Yeah, I can totally understand
having the ice touch my teeth is painful, but I also don't like warm pop, so I have to use a straw so I can bypass the ice.
I can understand that.
And also, when you're trying to drink something and there's ice in it and you don't have a straw, or when there's not like something that blocks the ice from getting to you, so to speak, it gets really cold. It gets cold.
Yeah.
Okay? And the germs on the cup itself.
Yeah.
Now we have to trust that the cups they're giving you are actually clean. When in most cases, I've read some stories about how the cups that are in restaurants are filthy, which is why drinking from a straw is, you know, it's better because you're not putting your mouth where somebody else's mouth was at.
And even if you buy like canned drinks, like you have to trust that the canned drink is like clean. Like I always wipe the top of a canned drink. So I mean, there's a lot of once again, political environmental bullcrap that is not taking ramifications into effect, you know, like not thinking about the ramifications of this. And this is dumb. Like this, and unfortunately, more and more people are gonna they're gonna get suckered into this bull crap. So,
well, okay. So I believe in the near future, single-use plastic items will just become banned. The plastic silverware, banned. You know, plastic plates, banned. If it's a single-use item, banned.
So you heard it here first on February 2nd, 2019. Gertrude called it here on the show. You know who to you know who to give credit to, and we'll make $1 million.
Oh my goodness,
that'll be awesome. It will be the richest streamers on Twitch, next to Ninja or above.
Well, yeah, Ninja makes like $1 million a month.
That's insane. Sorry.
Actually, quick side note.
Unrelated.
How much does Ninja make a month?
Which streamer Ninja?
Okay, at least 500,000 a month.
Ouch! Wow, that's amazing. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, unrelated, but interesting. Moving on down the article train. Speaking of things that are stupid and crazy, you should probably disable your FaceTime on your iPhone, and here's why. And I put in my show notes that I could read through this. So this comes from GameSpot.com. The article reads the following. Unless you're comfortable with people discreetly listening in on your most private conversations, it's okay. I talk about the movie Face Off with my cat too. You should disable FaceTime right now on any supported iPhone. I should say actually iPhone device. I guess any supported device is fine. I guess I'll let it slide. A newly discovered bug impacting iOS devices, including iPhone, allows someone to call another user through FaceTime and forces to begin transmitting the call receiver's audio, all without them potentially even being aware. Thank
you for following Cancer So Lit.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.
I have no idea who that is, but
thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Good morning. Continuing on. As originally reported by 925 Mac, the process involves you initiating a FaceTime call and adding yourself to the call again. What? Now that is a hacksaw. Wow. Due to the bug, this causes the other person's device to effectively answer the call so that you can hear the audio from their end. This has been confirmed by numerous other sources and is reportedly possible. If the call receiver presses the power button, video is transmitted too. Oh, wow. Apple has acknowledged the bug and says a fix coming later this week. And in the meantime, it's disabled group FaceTime functionality, which is seemingly to blame for the issues. Also, 9to5 Mac says that it's still possible to take advantage of the exploit. Disabling FaceTime is relatively easy, as you simply need to go into your FaceTime's settings and turn it off. If you need a step-by-step instructions, CNET has put together a guide on how to turn off FaceTime on both iOS and Mac devices.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine. I'm happy I don't own an iPhone now or an iOS device.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my.
Another reason to switch to Android, which, by the way, you can listen to us on Google Play Music on your Android device.
Indeed. Oh, and by the way, this comes from GameSpot.com.
Yes, I did mention that. We're good. I did mention that. So so backing up a little bit, because in my show notes, I had talked about that Apple can't seem to get a break. Apple is not doing so hot right now as far as some of their technologies go, because they've had issues with their Mac. They've had numerous other issues with other devices lately.
Yup.
And they're not having a very good time. In fact, actually, I think sales for their phones or something was at its lowest it's ever been or something like that. I don't remember the exact... I know it's been talked about, and I'm sure Gertron is looking up something on the internet about it. But honestly, ever since like the passing of Steve Jobs, Apple just is not doing well. What you got, Gertron?
Down by 15%.
Oof. Ouch.
iPhone sales are down by 15%.
So I wonder what the reason is. So theorize with me. What do you think the reason for this is?
Because they keep taking features off the phone, like they get rid of the headphone jack.
That's one.
And they cost a lot of money. I mean, basically what they do is they take a phone and they say, oh, we'll change one tiny thing on it and call it a brand new phone and charge you an extra $300 for it.
It was bold and brave for us to remove the headphone jack in order to make it more elegant and use it. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I know Johnny. I'm sorry. I know Johnny Ive is not a trolley person, but I'm sorry. It was just so funny. But like,
I need my dongle.
I mean, like, and that's the thing. Like, you know, you're paying when you get an iPhone or any Apple device. You're paying for. I mean, I'm sure the user experience is great, and don't get me wrong. Like, I have had an iPhone. In fact, I still have my old iPhone 4 that I use for AirPlay for around my house and stuff. Actually, the battery is dead, which is ironically interesting. I gotta charge this after the show. But like, I mean, I don't know. When you look at the longevity of a Apple device, or the the longevity of a Mac and stuff. Now, there's some people who have had their Macs for a while. I think I don't know what the average lifespan is for a Mac, but I don't know. Just I've had both. Like I've been on iOS and I've been on Android, and I've been using my my Android for a long time. I've got a Note 4, as I've mentioned many times on this show. My Note 4 is probably about 2 or 3 years old, and it's still working absolutely fantastic. In fact, I'm trying to. That's
because it's an Android. iOS, Apple, they slow down their older phones. That way you're forced to buy newer phones.
There was a lawsuit against that recently, though, wasn't there? Because they were making devices slow down. Wasn't there something in the news about that? As I recall, they got a lot of trouble for making devices obsolete.
Some 6 iPhone customers filed at least 59 separate lawsuits in December. That was in 2017, though. But I don't think it's going anywhere. Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, they have lawsuits, but there doesn't look like anything's actually happening.
Well, all I can say is if you've got a lot of money to burn, and if you absolutely need your iPhone, there you go.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm like, and I respect people who use Apple products. If you actually truly do enjoy having an Apple product, that's fine. That's okay.
And if you have an Apple product, you probably have good money because they're expensive.
They are expensive, yeah, and they're getting more and more expensive. You know, well, the funny thing is, I'll bet you they're expensive because of all the lawsuits they have to deal with. They got to pay for those lawyer bills. Yeah. Lawyers are expensive. Like they are really expensive. And lawsuits are expensive. So
yeah. I just found a site that said they could face up to $999 billion in fines. But I don't know how trustworthy that particular site is, so we'll
it's put that theory.
As a backburn.
A backburn theory.
But I mean, here's the thing.
Go for it.
You get a Mac laptop, and you spend like $1,500, $2,000 on it, and you get a regular Windows laptop that has the same exact specs, and you spend like $300 to $400 on it. You're paying for the name, the fact that it's called Apple.
Yes.
That's it. You're not paying because it's better. You're paying for the name. So if you own an Apple product, you have money to burn, because if you want something that works right and you don't have to pay much for it, you don't get Apple.
Pretty
Apple
much.
is for rich people.
It's like saying a new graphics card's for the rich people. Let's be honest. Have you seen prices for RTX cards? It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm inserting things that aren't useful today, but that's okay. That's kind of how we fly around here. I'm gonna go ahead and move right on down the article train. And speaking of things that are expensive and actually, this is a good segue. Yep. Money and Fortnite.
Yep.
Here we go.
Fortnite posts highest 1-year revenue at $2.4 billion.
Yikes!
Of any game in history.
Yikes!
OMG. Other games with long tails have raked in mind-boggling dollars that even film franchises like Star Wars and the Avengers can't match. But last year's reported $2.4 billion revenue haul for Epic Games Fortnite may be poised to shatter earning records in an industry that's used to superlatives, which I'm just like, are you kidding? And it's a free-to-play game. So
because
ultimately, it's a free-to-play game, but there's so much you can buy in
V-Bucks.
it. That's how they're getting all that money.
Yep, V-Bucks, because people are, Mom, buy me V-Bucks. I mean, wait, sorry.
V-Bucks. I want V-Bucks. Give me V-Bucks.
Yeah. I am blown away by the popularity of Fortnite, in all honesty. Because like, and don't get me wrong, like I was playing Fortnite with a streamer, a friend of mine, a couple days ago. I legitimately did enjoy playing it. It was casual, it was fun, it wasn't anything too crazy. But the popularity of this one game is like if it's almost like now, if you haven't heard of Fortnite, then like, because it's as common as like cheese. Walmart, huh? It's cheese, yeah.
Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
Okay, I get it. Okay. Cheese and cows, because we're talking about cheese.
It's a free game, and the allure of free to play
is very enticing.
Signs of abating anytime soon, according to the Superdata's research. Free to play titles amassed 80% of digital game revenue in 2018. Okay. The report states adding that premium games that charge an initial access fee also sold strongly in 2018 and don't appear to be hampered by their free-to-play competition. But considering that free-to-play amassed 80% of digital game revenue, free-to-play is awesome. Of course, you have people like me that when you get into a free-to-play game, unless you really like it, you refuse to spend a dime in it. And then you're really taking advantage of them because they really want you to pay for something. But I digress. I'm just like, I don't really care for Fortnite personally, but considering the popularity and all the stuff that's happening around them, I mean, that's kind of cool.
It is cool. I think honestly though, for me, there was something here. And with titles like Fortnite, Red Dead Online, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is just getting started alongside established ongoing titles like GTA Online, The Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy, I think that's 15, PUBG, and tons more. It's not a stretch to think that some statement will apply yet again once 2019 is in the rearview mirror. Because I think somebody said that Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the Blackout game mode, I think was going free to play.
Are you kidding?
I am not sure. I feel like somebody mentioned it to me. I don't remember.
Quick search. Blackout mode free. You can try the Blackout 4's free.
Something like
free
that.
There. It's free for a week.
I don't know if again, like I don't know if
7 days.
I don't know if I missed
I think it might be just referring to a free trial.
Oh, okay. Now Gertron and I play Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the Blackout game mode, which I thoroughly and do enjoy because it actually feels like a true like runner and gunner type of game. I've recently been enjoying PUBG because it's still got that very tactical and it's a very stream friendly game in the sense that, you know, there's slow moments and there's action moments, there's slow moments and there's action moments. So like that in and of itself is like enticing, but like and it's weird, like when I was, because it's like I kind of want to play Fortnite, but I won't want to play it all the time. Maybe like once in a great grand while. Maybe.
So like once a month.
Maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Maybe.
But it's but just the fact that and what's interesting is like the amount of times that Fortnite has been in the news is actually been crazy.
Which let's put this out there. It has probably helped its sales.
Not to mention, and with all due respect, Twitch streamer Ninja, constantly streaming it all the time. Also, people like Dr. Disrespect and a couple other streamers have made the game very popular and made it very appealing.
Even the lawsuits are helping it.
Ironically, yes, which is interesting because usually lawsuits hurt certain things. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is. And actually, honestly, by the way, the last article we were going to do, since it is Fortnite, I think we should actually bump it up to the next article.
Okay.
It would make more sense. But that does not come without a bit of a price, because Fortnite also has been hacked a couple times too. And I'm going to go ahead and read from my notes. And let's see. This comes from the WMAR2 News. It seems that Epic Games can't stay out of trouble as they have had their customers hacked and money essentially stolen from them. This does not come from foxnews.com. I put the wrong site. I started, and this comes from somebody who plays the game. And let me see how far I went down here. Okay. Oh, thank you for correcting that. WMAR2news.com report is saying from a customer, I started seeing charges to my account on Fortnite to the tune of around $300, Furl said. The funds were withdrawn from his PayPal account, which was automatically linked when he first started playing. Furl immediately tried contacting Epic Games, the game's maker. He called, emailed, even tweeted, and sent Facebook messages. Then I tried to contact them through the Better Business Bureau, leaving a complaint and hoping maybe they'd respond that way, but they never responded to that either, said Furry. Others did the same. The company went from a few complaints to accumulated nearly 300 in the last 12 months. In January, the Better Business Bureau gave Epic Games an F rating. Epic Games has refused to address any of the customers' complaints, said Angie Barnett, president and CEO of Better Business Bureau.
Oh, wow.
So, that's rather interesting.
Wow.
Rather interesting.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. And Comics in the Cross, thank you for the follow. How are you? Good morning. Hope you enjoy the show.
Morning.
So
Indeed.
Again, like but then there's stuff like this, like Fortnite is popular, but then there's stuff like this where there's hacks and people's money are stolen out of, and you should never leave your PayPal link to anything, in my opinion.
Now,
you shouldn't.
Question.
Yes.
Is this specifically Epic Games or is this Fortnite specifically?
This is Epic Games. Fortnite, Epic Games, sort of. I guess.
The question is, I mean, is it if you have your PayPal link to Epic Games in general, or is it specifically to Fortnite? Because, I mean, it looks like here they're mostly talking about Fortnite having the issue.
Well, so you play Fortnite through the Epic Games launcher. You launch it out of that, and then because Epic Games owns Fortnite, they make it. It technically involves Epic Games because there's a bug in their software, which is Fortnite.
Okay. Well, I just checked to make sure I am not connected with PayPal with them, so I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm just trying to make sure that you like under. Yeah. So that's basically So that's basically what the deal is essentially. Like they have had bugs. Like first there was a bug where the voice chat hackers could listen in on that to people playing. Then they've had bugs like this with the PayPal and stuff. So like this is so weird. Like this is what makes Fortnite weird. Okay.
Fortnite is malware.
Well, it's weird because like it's popular. It's really, really popular. Yeah. But there's lawsuits, there's hacks. So it's like, how does this game stay alive when there's bugs like? And I have to not shout because my family's still asleep.
You think a game that is making $2.4 billion would have the money to make sure
that they're
secured and that everything's working right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's kind of like, I guess the best sound effect to describe how I feel is that like it's sort of like a portal that feels like this. Like this is basically what I'm feeling here. It's like this weird timey-wimey wibbly wobbly thing, and we're traveling through this portal, and it feels like that's basically my feels on this.
Nikes.
So like, you know, and then at the same time I feel like this. You know, so like that's how I feel with Fortnite and everything. Yep. So, you know, it just, oh my gosh, this game is like, it hurts my head. Really hurts my head.
Well, looking at this, okay, so as of November 2018, Fortnite has over 200 million registered accounts. Okay.
Wow.
Now, it only comes in 10th place in number of users because the most highest played game as of September 2018 is Crossfire, which 660 million registered.
I never even
accounts.
heard of it.
I know, right?
Is it free?
I have no idea. Oh, it is free to play.
Oh,
free to play.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, my head hurts over this. Honestly, it really does.
They have to take care of 200 million accounts. Could you imagine if
security
all 200 million accounts got hacked and then they're probably gonna have
my gosh.
Epic Games, Fortnite would just be dead, and they're not even taking care of it.
And the funny thing is too, and there's a little bit of coffee I want to drink out of here. Dang it. I can't get it out. So the funny thing is also is that like they've also not to mention got their Epic Games creator code, which I have one. Shameless plug. Enter Grid21 on checkout. But they've got the creator code thing, but then they've also got and even I'm gonna be honest, like even the I don't think you can say exactly what you make out of it, but let's just say that the amount isn't much on the creator code thing. So like it's this weird stupid balance between like it's popular but it's got bugs, but then there's like, and it's just like guys, please get your there's a word I want to say but I can't because I'm not one of those people, but basically get your crap together. Bless you, Gertron. Thank you for muting.
Oh, good. You didn't hear me.
No, I didn't.
So I looked into this.
Go for it.
$2.4 billion divided by 200 million players is only $12.
Really?
So it's about $12 per person.
Huh. Interesting.
That's how much money they have to be able to secure each account if they wanted to secure each account.
$12 per account.
And that's just security. That doesn't count everything else. So I mean, in reality, considering the number of people playing, they're not making a lot of money per person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Good point. Anyway, moving on because I'm really done talking about this game. Speaking of games that are coming out, I did play this, but we're gonna watch a trailer for it. Anthem, official 2018 trailer created by Bioware. Unfortunately, those of you that are listening via audio will not know exactly what's going on screen, but just so you know, if you want to look it up for yourself, type into YouTube, Anthem official 2018 Game Awards trailer. You can go check it out later if you care to do that, but we're going to watch it here on stream. And yeah, so we're going to check out this trailer and everything else. So here we go.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
Nice. Now,
interesting.
Now, let's talk about this. So, I did play the beta. Or the demo. Sorry, the demo. Man, there's a demo in 2019. It's amazing demos still exist. I thought they gone out of style. I did play the demo, and it's not bad as a game. I'll be honest. It is not bad. However, from a you guys have to understand, I am not the smartest of gamers all the time. Okay, I have done and messed up on many things with games when I first start playing a game. I usually just get very, very confused. I don't know where I'm going. Nothing's explained to me. I don't pick up games very, very quickly. Okay. I guess me part of being dyslexic. I don't know. Honestly, they could have put a better tutorial to explain what you're doing, because I did not understand what I was doing. I didn't know how to switch weapons. I didn't know how to upgrade anything. And it took one of my friends who played it before me to say, oh yeah, you have to get into your javelin to upgrade your weapons and switch stuff around and everything else. I was just like, nobody told me that. Like, it literally did not explain that at all. Really bad tutorial. Yeah. Gameplay wise, okay. First of all, loved the sound design. It was really nice to listen to. But it's basically, so essentially you're given a mission. You get in your javelin, you fly out, you do the mission, you come back, and you return the mission and stuff. Now, what was really funny, I did not get to see the last cutscene because the game quite literally froze. Like the actual QuickTime event, the video for it froze, but only thing that was playing was just the music. I did not get to see what the final action was or what the result was. So I don't know if it was because it was a demo and still in beta, that maybe that's why it was glitchy. I don't know. It was disappointing. I might have to go look up. I had to go look up that ending scene again on YouTube and figure out what that actual scene was, because it did freeze for me. But it's not like, I mean, some people have compared it to Destiny 2. I don't know if I would compare it to Destiny 2 per se. It is definitely fun. I think I could see it being more fun with friends. I might highlight the Anthem gameplay on my own channel on my twitch.tv/grid21 and have that be a highlight for those of you that actually want to go like see what some of the gameplay was like and stuff.
Is there first person mode available?
It is only first person mode.
The entire game?
The entire game is only first person mode.
Well, that's interesting, because the reason I was asking you is because I was Googling it up, and there were people saying that there are some first-person parts and some third-person. Interesting.
The only parts that I played were only first-person, unless there are certain modes I'm not familiar with.
Interesting.
You can't do.
That makes me interested.
There is co-op mode, so you can do missions together. There is free play mode. So you can go out and explore the world if you want to, which is nice.
No, but the game's not free. No. Why do you call it free play and it's not free?
No, free play as in like you can go explore the world for free.
I know.
Troll.
I know.
Troll. Okay.
Know.
Anyway. So yeah. I liked it a little bit. I want to play some more. I'll probably be streaming some more of it tonight. To just kind of get a better feel for it. And also I've noticed I walk away from games and come back to games. I feel like I'm sort of better at games. Hence games like Rocket League, for example. So yeah, that's my take on Anthem as of right now.
And speaking of anthems, as we know, football has issues with anthems because they don't like our national anthem. But that's not actually what we're going to be talking about today. It is related to football, but this is specifically related into Tom Brady, who's part of the Patriots football team, and he's a cheater. But in this case, a 10-year-old kid proves it and wins the science fair.
Okay, Tom
Brady is a cheater, claims 10-year-old winning science fair project. If you're anything like most of this country, you're downright sick and tired of seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. From deflated balls to referees that can't see a call good play. So I mean, it's crazy, and we're sick and tired of the 8 straight championship games and the countless division titles and Bob Kraft and his dumb white collared shirts. But most of all, and I'm sick of Tom Brady. I don't even care for football. I just hear Tom Brady all over the place, and Tom Brady is just he's he's dimple chinned and his so-called dad bod, his supermodel wife, and his stupid aw shucks face whenever something good happens to him. And if you're not sick and tired of all that, then you must live in New England.
I'm trying to find.
You know who doesn't live in New England?
What?
Ace Davis. Ace is a 5th grader in Lexington, Kentucky, and he recently won his school science fair. Did he expose the moon landing as a hoax? No. Debunk climate change? No. Prove the world is flat? Nope. He tackled a far more controversial subject. Is Tom Brady a cheater?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm just like a 10-year-old kid.
So how'd he do it? Don't hold me in suspense.
Okay. So that's right. My man Ace is doing God's work, filling one of those familiar trifold poster boards deals you see at every science fair with ironclad evidence that Tom Brady is a cheater. And his dad, Christopher Davis, posted on Facebook with the caption, "Hater level 100."
Oh, man.
It caught the attention of the Bills fan at NFL Draft Diamonds, who interviewed Ace to get some insight into his scientific process. Turns out Ace, who plays quarterback himself, really doesn't like TB12, and he's not shy about it. Because I hate Tom Brady. He's been accused of cheating before. I want him to be caught, Ace told NFL Draft Diamonds, right before damaging his case by admitting that Jameis Winston is his favorite quarterback, but he thinks Joe Montana is the GOAT.
Wow.
Ace doesn't stop at Brady, accusing Julian Edelman of taking steroids and Rob Gronkowski of pushing people around. Now, I'm not a scientist myself, but I'm a Miami's Dolphin fan, so from where I'm sitting, Ace sure makes a strong case. Okay, so let's read this. Conclusion: the Patriots were found guilty of doctoring footballs, thus losing $1 million in the future draft picks. Tom Brady is indeed a cheater. Wow. But
he doesn't
what does
say. He doesn't say how he did it.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
But how did he do it?
But let's take a look at the photos.
Okay.
There are plenty of photos.
So
is Tom Brady a cheater? But they're so darn heavy with all the air in them. Patriots lose 2016 first round pick, fine $1 million for Deflategate. Now, that's because of the deflated football.
Okay.
Yeah. So during the game, they made the football lighter, basically, and make it easier to catch. And research the official NFL. I can't read that.
That's really small. I can't even enlarge it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he's got some graphs. That looks very scientific.
Graph. Wow.
And there's some numbers. That also looks very scientific.
Yeah, he's got some scientific numbers in there.
But I just can't read them all.
Neither can I. But okay. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but I want to know how he did it. Because I mean, it's not cool unless we don't know how. I'm no scientist. I'm a nub.
You want to watch the video?
Sure.
Here. We're gonna go to Ace Davis's site here. Go to that link right there. And I scroll down those 3 videos. I guess pick one. Go for it. I don't know which one's longer or which one's shorter, but pick one.
Okay.
Boys football related science project
that
has gone viral, and New England Patriots fans not so happy about it.
Yeah, you may remember Deflategate from 2015. Well, the 3rd grader at Mill Creek Elementary hoped to scientifically prove that Patriots quarterback Tom Brady is in fact a cheater. Alexa Helwig has the story.
You can throw.
Many would argue that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Nobody likes Tom Brady except all the Patriot fans.
10-year-old Ace Davis would argue differently. That's why he took on Deflategate as his science fair project for class at Middle Creek Elementary. The problem is
the National Football League alleged that Tom Brady ordered the deliberate deflating of footballs to gain an advantage.
So he wanted to put it to the test, not only to spite Tom Brady fans, but his Patriot-loving cousin as well.
Mason's a big Patriot fan, and I kind of did this to get revenge.
Ace's dad, Chris, says this topic was a no-brainer for the 4th grader who is not a big fan of the Patriots or science.
You grab the one thing that he is really passionate about, and that's football. And it's just natural. You start thinking, just brainstorming. It's like, oh, Deflategate.
I'm open.
The Davises made this project a family affair, and after Ace's dad posted on social media that he won the science fair, it went viral. Many people find the 10-year-old's project entertaining, but Patriots fans, they have a different feeling.
I'm pretty sure they're looking for me.
Oh my goodness.
What are you going to do if they find you?
Run.
And the conclusion that Ace came to might not be a popular one with them either.
He cheats.
Covering the news in Lexington, Alexa Helwig, LEX 18 News.
Okay.
We mentioned Ace wants to play.
Well, it'd be really
my
nice if.
goodness.
Okay, well, I don't know how. Somehow you did it. Nobody. Thank you for. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
But
I'm
Tom
done.
Brady cheated. That's all that matters.
Apparently. Apparently. All right, I'm done with this. Speaking
Oh
of
my
science,
goodness.
we're moving on.
Moving
Speaking
forward.
Of science. Okay, now
Speaking of the science fair,
sciencey things are happening over at NASA. Scientists are building a steam-powered spaceship that can potentially explore forever. Did I put no? This is one of those. Hey, Grid, you need to read through this entire thing. Awesome.
because it's short.
Science. Oh, the steam-powered locomotive that was featured in Back to the Future Part 3 helped Doc Brown and Marty McFly travel through time. Sorry, I just had to say it that way. Now humanity is looking to go back to the future and use steam power to go to the final frontier, space. Scientists at the University of Central Florida, UCF, have joined a Honeybee Robotics to develop a steam-powered spacecraft known as World Is Not Enough. That's a weird name.
Wine. Okay. I've got to say something here. World is not enough. Wine, because we can't just whine on our world. We have to whine everywhere else too.
Wait, hold on. It would extract water either from asteroids or nearby planetary bodies to generate the steam necessary for propulsion and move on to its next mining target. Researchers said in a statement, "It's awesome." UCF planetary research scientist Phil Metzger said of the demonstration, "Wine successfully mined the soil, made rocket propellant, and launched itself on a jet of steam extracted from this simulant. There you go. We could potentially use the technology to hop on the moon, Ceres, and a bunch of other
Europe, Titan, Pluto, the poles of Mercury, asteroids, anywhere there is water and sufficiently low gravity."
There we go. Due to the prevalence of water on asteroids and other planetary bodies, the moon, for example, Metzger added that fine, whatever. This man added that wine.
I know these things. I talk to crazy people all day with crazy names.
Thank you, Gertrude, for yes. Could theoretically fly and explore forever. The ability to run on steam could have enormous impact on space exploration, given that current missions are reliant on propellant not made of steam. Each time we lose a tremendous investment in time and money that we spend building and sending the spacecraft to its target, Metzger added. Wine was designed to never run out of propellant, so exploration will be less expensive. It also allows us to explore in a short amount of time, since we don't need to wait for years as a new spacecraft travels from each time.
Earth each time.
Thank you. Okay, so
steam powered. That's cool. The next thing we're gonna be saying is going a little rated PG-13 here. It'll planes will be piss powered. I mean, piss creates steam too.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
just saying. Just
I mean, I've always thought of the idea of using like poo as a gas propellant. I mean, I've always wondered that.
There's methane.
That's true. You could just have some cows just drop whatever and then have a. I mean, it could work, right?
My goodness.
That's renewable energy.
Oh my goodness. So you see, okay. When it turns into steam, if they can capture that steam after the fact and repurpose it back into water so it can be steam again, you can imagine it just keeps reusing.
Well, like, okay, because here's my thought about this. Like, steam is great, but it also, like, steam has to have air because it's water particle. There's no air in space, right? It's a vacuum.
There's no air in space, yeah. It's a
so
vacuum.
how does steam work in space? Because it's a vacuum.
Still exists because it creates, the steam, what it's doing, what I'm assuming it's doing is, it's like I don't know how this is working.
This is how I feel right now.
If they have water inside the aircraft, the spacecraft, not the aircraft because clearly there's no air, but inside, what?
Let me join. I can explain it. Oh gosh.
You know what?
Fine.
Invite them. Invite them.
Okay. We're gonna have
if we could.
Okay, I'm gonna quick call. Yes. Hold on one moment. Okay. Creature, can you explain what is my screen even doing? Okay, Creature.
I have no idea. It's flashing.
Please explain.
So you basically get water and you put it in this chamber, right? And then you have a heating coil around the chamber which superheats the water, creating steam. And then you don't let it all out at once because then you'll run out of water too fast. You open the valve periodically to expel the steam out into space, and Newton's law takes over where every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the act of expelling the steam at high speeds propels the body forward.
And because there is nothing in space to slow you down unless you want to stop, you just keep going. You let inertia take you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they don't. It's not like when they're going, they have to constantly eject steam all the time.
The only problem with it would be steering. So you would have to steer using the steam.
I just think of space engineers when we're talking about this, honestly, right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Croucher, for quick jumping in and
no problem. I was just like, I love space.
That sounds fantastic.
If you have any questions about space, I can help.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Oh boy, thank you for showing up. We had a guest star on the show for about 30 seconds.
About 30 seconds, yeah.
I mean, if you need more help, I can just rejoin.
All right, sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Okay, all right. So okay, that was great timing. Thank you, Croucher, for being a quick guest star. Thank you. All right, okay, I could understand that, but still, like, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna maybe think it too hard because I always feel like that because like if it goes into space and there's no air, there's technically no steam.
But the steam is created inside
the chamber. Okay.
Inside the spacecraft, which they can do anything inside.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then, okay, so but my other question is then, so they have a piston that generates, so would they be using, there's a concept in electricity where it's like if it keeps like shaking back and forth or like move, it's like I've heard of using magnets to generate electricity, but there's another way of doing it. They're using a Stirling engine. Oh, it's a Stirling. I bet they're using a Stirling engine. It's basically a way where they use heat and they heat up an element and that goes back and forth and it creates a piston. Oh, that would make sense if they're using a Stirling engine. Stirling engines are really cool. I've seen videos of them on Instagram. They're super cool. They go like really, really fast and they're really, really cool.
Now, as far as them running out of water, since it's designed to mine for water, there are cold planets out there that have ice on them, so it's not, I don't think it'd be too far-fetched for them to
melt, so somehow has to extract the ice has to, well, if you have heat in the, okay, if you have heat in the craft, it extracts the ice, the heat from the steam would melt it, turning it into water, turning it into steam, powering a Stirling engine theoretically. I'm assuming it's a Stirling engine. It would have to, I couldn't think of anything else.
Theoretically. But I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea.
No?
Could you imagine? Okay, so steam engines is really low tech because I mean that was kind of some of the first things that came out, steam engines, and now we have steam powered spaceships. I can see in the future huge ships having just steam engines, and what they do is they stop off at planets and mine the ice off the planets and then keep going.
I mean, I'm waiting for just when we have hydrogen engines. You know, like
what if it's at the location it needs to be, but the planet moon rock it's supposed to be on isn't?
Let me turn back the heater in the hallway here.
I think, I mean, yeah, that's true. If they're trying to get to a planet that they think is supposed to be there, that's supposed to have water, ice on it, I think they're going to have backup plans. I don't think they're going to be idiots like most people when they're driving around like, oh, I'm almost on empty. I only got like 5% gas left. There's got to be a gas station around here. There was a gas station 5 minutes ago, but I'm sure there was one 5 minutes more up ahead. No, I'm pretty sure they'd be stopping places as soon as they hit like 50%.
I mean, that's not feasible considering, Creature says in chat, that's not feasible considering they do all the math to make sure it'll be there.
And that's true. I mean, if they're wrong, could you imagine all the rocket scientists getting in trouble for not plotting a planet's correct location?
They would have, yeah, because they would have to plot a course for it, and then the thing has to know how to get itself to turn around and stuff. Now, for steering, I think about how they would do the steering option.
Well, that's where the steam comes into play. What you do is you have different eject ports on either side, like in Space Engineers, how you have to have engines on up, top, bottom,
down,
left, right sides.
Okay.
It's the same thing here. There's probably going to be ports in every direction.
Okay.
That when they want to turn somewhere, they just eject as much steam as they need to turn however far they need to.
This really hurts my head. That's a lot to think about. Like, I'm fascinated. I'm legitimately fascinated, but man, that's really interesting.
And yes, Cratcher, that is true. If they got stuck on a planet, well, we just send out another one to rescue it.
Interesting.
And, you know, I'm sure that it will also have backup systems. You know, primarily managed by Steam, but have a backup system in case they do actually run out of steam.
Yeah. Cool.
I'd imagine.
Cool.
Okay, so
now
we have one final thing to talk about.
And there's no article.
No articles. It's sad. And I don't know how many people. Me personally, I am against abortion in its entirety.
Same.
The only reason I would accept abortion is if it was going to be medically necessary, as in it was.
Well, I have mixed feelings about that because I actually know somebody that was born and his mom like gave up her life for her son to live. So no, even then, I don't think I would really. That's just me. I'm more forgiving when it comes to that point. But New York has come out with a new abortion law, which basically allows women to, right before they give birth, like moments, like they're dilated, they're ready to give birth right then and there, they can still say, you know, I don't want this kid. Go ahead and kill it. Yeah, that's not okay with me.
Which is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, they put in there the doctor, the mother, they'll talk it over and there's going to be stipulations there. Yeah, that's just talk. If the mom who's about to give birth wants to get rid of their baby, they're going to do it. Yeah. And they're even saying that that they can actually, even after the baby's born,
just put the kid up for adoption.
They can choose still to just let the baby die. Do nothing to help it live. No food, no water, that kind of thing.
So I don't agree with a statement from Croucher. But I mean, everybody has their own opinion about it. I'm not going to try to force an opinion. I could try to make a case for it, but I'm, not. I know a friend. My mom's actually my mom's friend. And she, I think, was dealing with, what was it? She had some skin condition or something to do with her own life, that she decided that the life of her child was far more important than her own life, and decided to give up her life anyway for her son to be born. And her son has made an amazing thing out of his life. The kid is the most incredible person I've ever met. And I honestly think, first of all, let's back up a little bit here before all this. You shouldn't have relations with anybody if you're not married to them. I'm just going to say right now, I'm sorry. I just know, because that's not how God designed it. Secondly, you should have thought about before you decided to get, excuse me for saying, sort of knocked up. Excuse me for saying that, but you should have decided before you. There are consequences to your actions, okay? And thirdly, it's stupid, honestly. Like, I can understand there are situations where, like, and I know what Croucher's saying in chat, I can completely understand there are situations like that, but even still, like, I'm sorry, like, just any kind of killing of any kind, I'm sorry, is still wrong, still morally wrong in my book.
I mean, while I do agree with you to a degree, I'm more of the mindset, I'm more forgiving to a person who's having an abortion, either A, because they were raped or sexually assaulted, or B, the child was literally going to kill them if they were born, like literally. I'm still against it, but I'm more willing to be like, okay, I can forgive you for that. I'm not going to go crazy on you if you do that. Now, the people who just, get knocked up and then say, okay, I'm just going to go have an abortion now. No real reason to have one. They just don't want the kid. Now, those people I cannot forgive and will always be angry with.
Yeah,
that's my viewpoint on it.
There's
at that point, it's up to them.
I guess it's just because maybe I have more strong, like, I have non-negotiable terms as far as like certain standpoints, honestly. And this could be a conversation that could go on for eternity. Unfortunately, I'm not really gonna, like, we can't go on about it. I have my terms, I have my belief systems about the stuff. So yeah, so it's sad and stupid all the same. Creature says in chat, yeah, I don't agree with what New York did, but if it's like, you got high off your block and went and did the D with 20 guys and got pregnant, that's your fault. I mean, yeah, that is their fault, and they need to. And the problem is, I feel like too much in this, and it's kind of the problem with this country as a whole, is that people are not. They don't think about the actions of their consequences. They only think about number one, and it's a selfish mindset, and it's really, and that's why we have all the problems that we do. So yeah, that's something that's really kind of bugged me. So I it's, yeah, I just it's such a tough subject to try to, like, battle for and try to battle your points to and stuff, and you're always going to have people going to be opposition. And honestly, as we say on this show, if you have your own opinions, that's fine. I'm not going to disrespect it. I'm not here to force a mindset on you. You can have your opinions and stuff. I don't agree. That's mine thing. Gertron doesn't agree with my mindset. That's fine. At the end of the day, we're still friends and co-hosts, and that's really kind of all that matters up to that point. So, but yeah, stupid, sad, what have you, but what a way to, ending the show on such a depressing note. Is there anything positive we can end this show on?
It's almost spring. And it's Groundhog Day, and the groundhog didn't see its shadow. So
why is Groundhog Day a thing? How did Groundhog Day get? What is the history of Groundhog Day?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. What is
the origin of Groundhog Day? In Groundhog Day, considered by them to be their ancestral grandfather, when a German settler arrived in the 1700s, they brought a tradition known as Candlemas Day, which was an early origin and pagan celebration of Imbolc. It came at the midpoint between winter solstice and the spring equinox. Interesting.
Oh.
So, Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day.
Happy Groundhog Day.
All right. Well, anyway, I think we need to close this show down. I'm sorry.
I do too.
I'm sorry. I love everybody who listened. I know sometimes we don't always cover subjects that are fun all the time, but things happen, and you just you agree to disagree, or you just battle your points and hold on to them, and you're allowed to have your opinions because it's a free country, and that's what makes America great. Make America great again. Help the wall. Anyway, sorry. So
yes, agree. Help the wall.
So anyway,
the wall. Okay.
So I think oh gosh, you know what? Oh, okay, so here's what's awkward. So the outro is actually usually played on a this is gonna get interesting. You know what? I gotta improvise. So here's the problem. Normally I would play this song on a external device. Here, that external device's battery dies, so I now have to literally go look up the outro song in my iTunes, which is not a problem. So here's the outro. So thank you to everybody who listened. This has been another episode of the Morning Metro. We'll be back. Let me go look at our dates. On Saturday, the February 16th. For our new episode and everything like that. We have been your hosts, Gertrude and Gertron, and we will see you guys then. Have an awesome rest of your Saturday and an even better Monday when this episode posts. Until then, we will catch you guys later. See you then.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Morning Metro. All stories and articles belong to their respected companies. Songs used for broadcast. Intro music, Retro Funky by Persephone. Remix by Sundance. Outro music, 305 by Approaching Nirvana. All music belongs to the respected copyright holders. For article submissions, questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at themorningmetro@gmail.com.